Okay, so today is the day that we film the book video of all book videos. If you are on BookTube, you have seen basically every booktuber make this video is of course the 24-hour reading challenge. Will this put me in a massive book slump? Maybe. Maybe it will. But maybe it won't, and maybe I'll love it, and maybe it'll be really good and fun. So we'll see. I'm going to get a timer up on my laptop because I'm filming on my phone, so that'll just make things a little bit easier. I have got a pile of books here. I've got one that I'm reading currently, which is Upside Down, which is better than the movie, by Lynn Painter. I have this bag of, I think, 8-ish books that we can choose between for the rest of the 24 hours because that's a long time to be reading for, so I'm sure I'll need a couple of them. Okay, so I think my plan is going to be I will finish off Better Than the Movies because I've only got a little bit left of that, and I feel like that'll be a good way to start. Like, it'll keep me motivated, like I'm already in the story, so it's not going to be a rough start. Then I'm not really too sure which one I'll go for next. I might try The Last Thing He Told Me because it's been on my TBR for quite a while and I don't know why, I've just not picked it up. So maybe today's the day for that. Okay, so we have Malibu Rising, The Summer I Turned Pretty, Hook, Line and Sinker, Book Lovers, and Dance of Thieves. I feel like Dance of Thieves is not maybe the best option for this video because it's a fantasy. It might take a lot of like brain power to get into, and I feel like after reading for 24 hours, that's not going to be the best option. So I'm not sure. Maybe we'll just have like a bit of a mood read kind of thing. Like once I finish one book, I'll be like, I'm kind of feeling whatever one, and we'll update as we go. So I have my 24-hour timer ready to go. It is just waiting to be started. So I guess I will start that now. Okay, so I have just finished Better Than the Movies. I did really enjoy it. I'll give a proper review in my end of the month, like June reading wrap up, but it was pretty good, yeah. The main character was kind of annoying sometimes, which kind of made me enjoy the book a little bit less than I would have normally, but apart from that, it was very good and I would recommend it. So I'm not sure quite which book I want to go on to next. I think, I want to do The Last Thing He Told Me, but I'm scared it might be like a bit too serious and maybe kind of make me like tired or something and make this a lot harder. But I don't know, I really do want to read this book. Do you know what, maybe I will just read it and then face the consequences if it makes me tired. Do you know what, I'll just need to push through. So I'm going to be pausing the timer every time like I film a wee bit like this, just because, oh, almost broke my laptop, very good. But just because I want this to be like accurate 24 hours and not really like almost 24 hours, but I keep stopping and starting and doing other things in between, so I will be pausing the timer. So I'm about 50 pages in currently. I am absolutely loving this book. I can't put it down, not that I'm really able to because I'm doing a 24-hour reading challenge, so I kind of have to keep reading, but I'm not like, you know that way sometimes when you're reading and you feel like you're forcing yourself to get through it? Like this, I'm kind of like, oh, what's going to happen next? It's basically like kind of a mystery, I guess. It's kind of like a mystery thriller, basically. The plot is that she gets a note from her husband and it basically says protect her, speaking about his daughter, and he's essentially run away because there's this big corporation and fraud stuff is going on. I don't know how to explain that any better than fraud stuff, but he's like made a run for it, left them a bunch of money, and that's all they know. Basically, he's kind of left them in the dark. I'm ready to keep reading and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I might go sit outside because I feel like it's quite a nice day today and it'd be quite fun to just like sit out, get a bit of a tan, I say that as if I'm not the palest person on the planet, but still, like, I feel like that might be a bit of a vibe, so I'm gonna go do that. Okay, so I'm like 100 pages in. I had to come inside because it got like really cold. Well, it just got like windy, but that's irrelevant. So I'm going to continue reading in here and I'll update you when I'm further through. Okay, so I just finished the last thing he told me. It was very, very good. I very much enjoyed it. I am at 17 hours 49 minutes and 3 seconds left to go of the 24-hour reading, so quite a while. I started to get kind of sleepy when I was reading this, like towards the end, which, I mean, I started off this morning feeling kind of sleepy, so I knew this was coming. You know, words started like blurring together and I was like, oh my god. So I think what I'm gonna do is, the timer is paused to film this obviously. I think I'm gonna go on a walk at the beach. I'm gonna bring a book with me and transfer the timer over onto my phone so I'm not like, you know, hauling my laptop about. And I'm gonna get food because I don't feel like cooking tonight, so I'm gonna get takeout. But I'll have like a tiny bit of a break and also read a bit on the beach. But we're still doing 24 hours. It's just not gonna be exactly 24 hours bang on in a row. I'll take like a little hour break, you know. But apart from that, everything is going well and I'm having a great wee time to myself. So before going to the beach, I'm debating whether I should bring Malibu Rising or Book Lovers. Yes, Malibu Rising I've been wanting to read, and I've been wanting to read it like in a kind of summery kind of vibe, which obviously now that is exactly what it is, you know. It's summery, it's on a beach I'm gonna be, for a little bit anyway. So maybe that is the way we go. But I do love Emily Henry books. I read Beach Read like 2 weeks ago, maybe? I don't really know. It was something like that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna take Malibu Rising with me. I think that's the way I'm gonna go. So that whole reading on the beach idea didn't really work because I did my walk and then I got back up to the top and I was like, I'm so hungry. So I'm just gonna go get food now and then I'll go home and then I'll start Malibu Rising and I'll start the clock again and we'll continue. I think I said it was 17 hours I have left. So quite a while, but it's fine, we'll get through it and it'll be all good. Like 10 minutes to kill while I wait for my pizza, which I just ordered. So I am going to read a bit of Malibu Rising in the car while I wait. I'm back home, I had my food and now I'm going to continue reading Malibu Rising with my 17 hours left of reading to do. Okay, so I'm like over 100 pages into Malibu Rising and I have 2 things to say about it. 1, I'm really enjoying it, it's a good book. 2, I hate Mick Riva with my full heart. I hate that man. At the start I was like, he's alright. No, I hate him. I absolutely hate him. But apart from that, the reading challenge is going well so far. I have to, because I am a Love Island girly. I do love Love Island, so I'm gonna have to take a little hour break from reading so I can watch Love Island because I really just can't give it up. But I will be reading during the ad breaks and I will be reading up until it starts and then continuing as soon as it finishes. But yeah. Okay, so I just finished Love Island. It was good. But now I am going back to reading. I did read during the adverts and everything. So kind of keeping on top of it. But we've got 15 hours left. That's a lot. Not even halfway there yet. I feel like I've been doing this for a week. It's literally been a few hours. Like 9 hours. But still, it feels like a lot. We will keep going. And yeah. Okay, so I am about halfway through the 24-hour reading challenge. I've got like 100 and a bit pages left of Malibu Rising. I've noticed that as the challenge has gone on, my reading has gotten much slower. Like, it's taken me a lot longer to get through books, and this one has really taken me a long time. Like, my brain's just like going really slow, and I feel like I can feel myself getting really tired, which is such like, I feel like such a wee granny because it's only like midnight-ish, like around that time. But like, I could go to bed right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to push through and finish Malibu Rising. And I don't know how long that's going to take, to be honest. At this rate, I'm just like reading so slow because my brain is just like not quite there. Okay, it's 3 in the morning. I just finished Malibu Rising. I'm exhausted. My eyes were like shutting over. I can't even speak, I'm so tired. My eyes were shutting over as I was trying to read it, and I like was reading so slow. Like, it was taking me so long to like get through a page. I think I'm gonna have to go to sleep because I actually like, I had to catch myself a few times and like shake myself awake and like get my eyes to open. So I think I'm gonna go to sleep, pause the timer, and then continue the 24-hour challenge when I wake up, because I will just fall asleep reading at this moment in time. I literally almost did it like 5 times while reading this. Okay, so it is the next morning. I'm not as tired as I was last night. I literally could not focus last night. There was no way I could have kept reading. But I'm going to move on to my next book. I've got a few options here. I've got Book Lovers by Emily Henry, The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. I knew that. I knew her name, and I don't know why I didn't say it. And Hook, Line and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. This one's kind of a big book, and I feel like after Malibu Rising, not that Malibu Rising is a big book, but I just felt like it dragged on forever because I was so tired. And normally I can read at a pretty fast pace, but I literally was reading like 10 words a minute. It was just so slow. So I don't know, I feel like Emily Henry books are quite easy to read and fast paced, and maybe that's what we go for. This is gonna sound so stupid, but I just like glanced at the blurb here, and it was like, every year Isabel spends... I did not realise her name was Isabel. I don't know why, for some reason I just took it at like face value that her name's Belly. It probably even said that in the show. Why did I not realise her name's Isabel? Wow. Okay, so I've probably got about 100 pages left of Book Lovers, and this challenge actually takes the life out of you. It's so exhausting for no reason. Like, I'm literally not doing anything all day. I'm just sitting reading, so I shouldn't be that, I don't know, like I'm like drained feeling. Like, I'm literally not doing anything. But I don't have that long left. I think I have a few hours left to read, so we're almost there. But yeah, anyone who can actually sit, because I feel like, I didn't really cheat, I'm still reading for 24 hours, but I took like tiny breaks, like obviously to go on that walk and get dinner and things. Anyone who can sit and read straight for 24 hours is an absolute psychopath. Like, that is impossible to do. I actually could never. Okay, so that is the 24 hours up. I finished Book Lovers with like 30 seconds to spare, so that wee clip of the 3, 2, 1 was a little bit faked because I actually had finished reading by then, but that is fine, that is fine. Yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I think I'm just an Emily Henry girly. Like, any of her books I think I'll just love, to be honest. I love her writing. I feel like my brain is on fire. Like, I don't need to read a book for another, well, I'll probably read a book like tomorrow, but still, that's besides the point. I've just read so much in the last day, so I won't be reading anymore today. That's all I have to say about that. Otherwise, it was an enjoyable experience, a tiring experience. Am I going to do it again anytime soon? No, probably not. Maybe further in the future, we'll see. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it, and yeah, I'll see you next time.